I fucked my way to the top.
Did you see that cop with the dog go by?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's looking for me.
He's looking for you.
Yeah. So, I've only been out of the country once.
I'm not sucking any dick. Let's just get that straight right now. There's zero dick sucking going on my end. Michelle, dick sucking. Late start. Why? You've been out for a while?
Yeah, I've been here since like 10.
What have you been doing? Just drinking or what?
I've been like, yeah, just bar hopping. Like I met up with like some friends just now, but like.
So now he's doing a little bit more of a normal conversation. So what were you doing? Just drinking? This is more standard getting to know you type of conversation. And you might remember earlier I was talking about how you don't want to. There's a girl looking in the camera. I noticed, just like with a shocked expression. It's kind of funny. But yes, you do want your conversation to stand out. You do want to be unique and memorable and not just a cookie cutter of everyone else. But if you do too much of that, if the whole interaction is you saying kind of wacky, funny, bizarre kind of stuff, it's hard for her to relate to you. It's hard for her to feel like you actually genuinely want to get to know her. So it's important to mix both, to have some of the interaction be just boring, normal, getting to know you kind of conversation. And I think that's part of the reason why videos like this, videos like Alex showing himself actually trying to pick a girl up, are never going to be as popular as someone like Steven Schapiro, because it's not purely for entertainment. He's having a real interaction, which at points is going to be kind of boring. It's going to be kind of normal. Whereas the prank videos, they cut out. If there's a normal interaction, they cut that out and they only show the interesting, funny, weird kind of parts.
You know, I was trying to go home now.
Listen, if you're out by yourself, it's okay. I'm not going to judge you.
No, I'm not out by myself.
It's okay.
Again, he teases her. How does she react? I'm not going to judge you. No! Let that burn in your brain. Really remember that. That's very important. When he's teasing her, when he's being a jerk or an asshole or whatever you want to call it, when he's doing that are when she shows the most obvious signs of attraction, which is the exact opposite of what the general societal narrative wants you to believe.
Hey, you know, like, I'm sure you have friends somewhere.
I do. I
believe you.
them. I was just with
I
them.
totally believe you, yeah.
I was just with them. Who are you with?
I'm with my fellow police officers.
Yeah, you should go.
We were on patrol, and I was like, listen, guys, there's this really cute girl. I want to say hi to her. She's wearing pajamas, and they're like,
not pajamas.
And they're like, okay, you can go for like yoga pants, whatever. They're like, you can go for 5 minutes. So yeah, I got like a few more minutes.
Oh my God.
Okay, so he kind of is backing himself into a corner here. He's saying, I only have 5 minutes and I have to go back to my friends. This is a very good situation, right? If there's chemistry, if you're getting along, the girl is doing nothing. She's just like, I might be going home soon. It's a very good opportunity to invite her to go get a drink with you, to go do something with you, and to turn it basically into a date and then to potentially bring her home. And by saying, oh, I'm about to go meet my friends, now he's making it more difficult for that to happen. So I would say that's kind of a mistake.
Are you a Miami local?
Yeah, why? Where are you from?
I'm from here. I live in.
But where are you from, like, originally?
Where do you think I'm from?
Are you from, like, New York or something?
Close. I grew up in, but I'm originally from Russia.
Oh, you're from Russia?
Yeah.
Oh.
How do you feel about Russians?
Well, I guess.
What's your background?
Well, I mean, I'm from.
Now the conversation is a lot more normal, getting to know each other. She's already shown that she's interested, right? There's already very clear signs that she's interested. So now he can slow things down and have a little bit of a normal conversation, get to know her, let her get to know him, to basically just establish that he's a real person, not just an emotion of the night, not just some like flirty, funny guy. It's someone that she actually wants to see again.
Here, but my family, they're from Central America in this country called Nicaragua. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I know Nicaragua.
Yeah.
I'm not like some dumb American who doesn't know geography. I know Nicaragua.
I mean, you're Russian, so I don't know.
Yeah, we're pretty well traveled.
I don't know how the education system is in Russia.
It's better than America.
I'm sure.
I've heard
I'm
of
actually
Nicaragua.
sure because fucking like American.
Nicaragua is that country in Africa, right?
No!
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I know.
No, I've actually had people tell me that, so I'm like, damn.
I know.
That was a good example of free association as well, right? She's kind of like, oh, Nicaragua, if you've ever heard of it, as if most people don't know that it's a country. And so now he's kind of playing along with that and saying, yeah, it's in Africa, right? obviously knowing that it's not. And he says it in a convincing enough way that she's like, what? And it gets her reacting. It makes the interaction more playful. It's a good way to tease and make things fun as opposed to being logical and serious all the time.
No, I've actually had people tell
But
me.
you grew up here?
Yeah, I was born here.
Okay. So you live in Wynwood or where?
No, I live
Yeah.
like around there.
Oh, you live like in the hood? Or?
That's not the hood. That's not the fucking
Holy
hood.
shit, look at this fucking pterodactyl. That is insane. I kind of wish I wore that. Like, it's probably so
That is definitely not a pterodactyl.
fucking hot in there.
Why didn't you wear that?
No, but like everything.
Well, because I'm a police officer, so I'm on duty.
Yeah, totally.
So you know how it is.
Those handcuffs are totally real.
They are real.
Totally.
If you make fun of my handcuffs one more time, I'm gonna have to arrest you. You don't want that.
No, please. Then you're gonna be like, yeah, have the key. Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna be like, I have the key, but well, you're gonna have to reach for it. Whoops.
Yeah.
What is it?
What do you mean?
Like,
What's it called? Apache?
Yeah, sorry.
That's Apache. You're on McAllister right now.
I'm on McAllister, that's Apache.
Yeah.
So like, you gotta think back, right? Like, what if we were back like 150 years ago, right? And we were on
Right.
Apache, but then we'd be on like Apache Trail. Because then we'd technically be like Native American. You know what I mean? But,
Okay.
like, are you picking up what I'm putting
No,
down?
I'm feeling you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Maybe.
Okay. All right, then I'll get your number.
In those terms.
Yeah, I need your number, sorry.
So he's definitely reeling the girl in by saying something that's off the wall, but the way he says it makes it very intriguing. She's like, what is he talking about? And she's getting more and more sucked in. However, he's going for the number just after that, right? He said something intriguing. It got her like a little thrown off, taken aback, potentially in a good way. But then he's right for the number. And that's not necessarily enough, right? It made an interesting impression, but what's she going to think afterwards? Like, this guy genuinely wants to date me, or this guy is some just funny, weird guy? She's probably going to think the latter. So it would make more sense after doing that to have a little bit of a genuine interaction, to actually have a more normal conversation, and to then get the number as opposed to skipping the middle part.
Probably.
What's your name?
Paige.
Paige, Steven.
Nice to meet you.
I will call you Akupuku.
Dude. I'm with it. Fair enough.
Hell yeah, all right, love you.
Whoopsie daisy.
And then I'm gonna call your police officer over there.
No, they're all cool with me. They know me. I'm actually their superior officer, so.
You know what? That's right. You said you're a corrupt police officer.
Yeah, but I'm like high up on the food chain, you know?
Ah, so it's like that.
Yeah, I fucked my way to the top. You know?
Yeah, you're sucking dick and everything.
No.
Okay, so before, when he was sexualizing, he was kind of using the costume as a crutch, right? And you could be like, well, how would I do that in a normal situation? There's always a million opportunities to make things sexual. Any conversation, there are ways to make it sexual in a way that is not like too obtuse. It can be done. You just got to be creative. He's saying, I fucked my way to the top, which is now making the conversation sexual, but not in a way that's pushy or aggressive. It's in a way that's playful and not to be taken seriously, which is generally the best way to do that.
No. I'm not sucking dick or anything. I'm like fucking the hot female police officers. I'm not sucking any dick. Let's just get that straight right now. There's zero dick sucking going on my end. Let's clarify. I don't want there to be any misunderstandings between us.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, there's
I like how he added on my end, which subtly implies there might be some on her end.
nothing wrong with being curious.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with girl sucking dick. In fact, I'm in favor of that.
I bet you would.
But you know, for a dude, it's kind of not my jam. I don't know why we're talking about sucking dick so much.
Right? We're talking about so loud.
We've had a nice little combo. Listen, we should grab a drink sometime, like now on Halloween.
Okay.
Let me get your digits.
Okay.
We can split a bottle of wine on my romantic balcony.
You said you live around here?
I do, in Brickell,
Where in Brickell though? Like,
at the Icon.
where?
Icon?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Do you know any other Michelles?
Yeah, quite a few.
Damn.
Put yourself as like Michelle Lacey outfit Halloween. Or Michelle dick sucking combo.
No!
That was a good ending line. Michelle dick sucking convo. So Alex is doing a lot of things very well. He's having a more real interaction where he's actually showing an interest in getting to know the girl. And yet, despite that, he's still teasing her a lot. He's still making it playful and he's still sexualizing it, but in a calibrated, socially relatable way. The problem is some guys, they'll think, okay, I need to make it sexual. I don't want to be logical. I don't want to get friend zoned. All right, I'm going to just start saying sexual shit. And if you say it out of nowhere for no apparent reason, the girl is going to be like, this is weird. This is pushy. This is forced. I don't like it. But he's doing it in a somewhat comical way, right? He's doing it in a somewhat sarcastic way, which lets you sneak in those kinds of lines without making the interaction awkward. And then from doing that, then you can start saying more genuinely sexual things and start escalating more. But that's kind of the way to stepstone into that, is by making playful, joking remarks about sex, as like, I fucked my way to the top, or yeah, I'm going to handcuff you, as opposed to just being overt randomly. With that said, the main mistake on Alex's part is he could have gone for more. He could have taken her somewhere to a date and then probably brought her home with him. She seems very into him. She's not busy. She's got nothing to do. She's not with anyone. That's like the ideal situation. So unless he's, against one night stands or looking for a Christian long-term relationship, in that situation, there's no reason not to go for the pool. Now, maybe there's some other reason I'm not aware of that he didn't do that. For one thing, maybe he's thinking like, I want to get more clips. Maybe he's thinking, I'm not really into this girl. I'm just doing it for the video. I don't know. So that's possible. But from what I can see, that is a bit of a mistake. Still, overall, it's a very solid interaction and you can learn a lot from that. Now, as far as Steven Schapiro, I would say in terms of verbal game, he's overall worse, even though he says more intriguing things some of the time. So Steven said some very interesting things, right? Like that role play about the cops being after him. He says some things that really draw you in and make you wonder what's coming next. He does a great job of that, but he also doesn't show much of a genuine interest in getting to know the girls, and he ends the interactions very quickly. Also, he says some things that are just kind of weird and hard to relate to, where the girl's going to be like, what was that? What was that? Like, I don't know what that was. What were that guy's intentions? I don't really feel confident in them, so I'm probably not going to want to see him again. So I'd say he's more likely to get flakes because of that. But with that said, overall, in terms of his nonverbal communication, in terms of being charismatic, I would say he's somewhat better than Alex. He's just very expressive, very confident, very unreactive, and very engaging, right? The way he talks is going to draw you in because it's very expressive. There's a lot of emotion. And I think that's a big part of the reason why he has so many subscribers. His game that he's showing is not necessarily the best, but it's very interesting. It's very engaging. And the girls are definitely going to remember their interaction with him. And that's not to say Alex is bad. His vocal tonality wasn't like going up. He wasn't nervous. He wasn't awkward. It's just that Steven Schapiro was even better in terms of nonverbal communication. So with that said, overall, who is showing better game here? I would say it's very close, but I'd give a slight edge to Alex, to Playing with Fire, because he's not doing anything extra that's going to get him rejected for no reason. He's not doing things that are weird and hard to relate to. And he just had more solid fundamentals. His fundamentals were more solid. It's less flashy. It's maybe a little bit less entertaining, but the fundamentals are what lead to results in anything. Having good fundamentals, not doing fancy, crazy shit, just like basketball, being able to do some weird, dribbling techniques where it goes back, but you can't do a normal shot. You can't get a good look. It doesn't matter. That's not as important. So same thing here. The fundamentals are more important. Being able to come in, make your intentions clear, come across as confident, not be reactive, take the lead, flirt, tease, make the conversation sexual. Alex does all those things without doing anything that makes it weird for the girl, without doing anything that makes the girl like confused and think, huh? What was that? So overall, I'd say Alex wins, but it's by a slight margin. It's pretty close. And to be fair, who knows what Steven would do if he wasn't making a video? if he wasn't trying to be entertaining for the video, the things he'd say might be a lot more relatable, a lot more normal, and his game might be a lot better. But he doesn't do that, so that's just hypothetical. So with that said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button. If you want to learn how to do this in your own life, to be able to go out, meet beautiful women, get their number, get a date, get multiple dates per week, or to just find a hot girlfriend that you really have good chemistry with, then make sure to click the link below to get a copy of my online course, The Spark, for just $7. It will teach you everything you need to know, not just having real life interactions like you saw today, but also having a complete 30-day game plan to be able to get over approach anxiety, to be able to find out where do I go to meet women? How do I make sure that I'm not too creepy, not aggressive, that I don't do anything that might make a girl uncomfortable, but I'm still able to put myself out there, to assert myself, to make my intentions clear, to ask girls out, and to have fun doing so, and to have a dating life where you're not just swiping on dating apps, not a match, not a match. Oh, I got a match. She's super fat. Oh, I got a match. It's an OnlyFans influencer. She's just trying to get my OnlyFans. Okay, no match, no likes. That is frustrating. And that is most men's dating life. Ever since Tinder came out, more and more guys are going without sex, which is funny because dating apps, they don't work for most men. You have to put a lot of effort into getting the right pictures and doing a bunch of extra work to get results from them. But anyone can go up to a girl, approach them, and yes, some will reject you. Oh no, some will reject you, but a lot will be very receptive. They'll react just like these girls in the videos did. And you'll be surprised how easy it is to just go up to a random stranger and get a date and potentially even get a girlfriend. That's how I met my last girlfriend of 4 years, who was not only beautiful, but she was a PhD from Oxford. She had done the Peace Corps, like the kind of girl anyone would want to be with. Well, I met her at a bar. So if you're willing to try something different, to try meeting people the way that men used to meet girls, before you had the option of just sinking into yourself and being antisocial, because that's normalized now. That's what you're supposed to do. But your life doesn't have to be like that. So if you're interested in actually meeting women in real life, then click the link below to get a copy of my online course, The Spark.